Well, every Tuesday and Thursday, we get organized.
We try.
Okay? So listen, the interwebs, right there.
At our fingertips.
Constant notifications, a sale here, a sale there. Oh, you have
The
that sale.
influencers, you have to buy this.
And hook, line, and sinker. Oh,
I'm not going to name her, but I know who gets you every time. It's hard not to be spontaneous with them purchases.
Yes.
Listen to this. In 2022, a survey by Slick Deals found that nearly 3 out of 4 Americans admits to making most purchases impulsively. I can believe it.
Yes.
That was a huge jump from just over half the year before. Gen Z tends to be the biggest offenders of the impulse buy, and the top motivator for online purchases is free shipping.
I'm surprised by that.
So all these impulse buys arrive at your home,
gosh.
and then what?
My family has now started telling me, well, mom's at it again. They come home and there's just boxes.
You don't do any unboxings for us?
I do not do any unboxing. They're all
Okay.
boring. Okay, what to do with all that stuff? That's where our next guest comes in. Caroline Solomon is a home expert, friend of the show, and she is helping us get organized from those impulsive buys to making room for more stuff.
Impulsive buys.
To make room
back.
for more impulsive
She's
buys.
back.
Okay. I'm
Where are we
excited.
starting? Are you an impulse buyer?
I'm a reformed impulse
Okay.
buyer. I'm
There's
a
hope.
reformed impulse. There is hope. And where are we starting? We're
Let's
starting
start
here?
over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna start in the
so,
kitchen.
First of all, how pretty does this look? Does it
Very.
look very pretty?
It's very
It
nice.
looks very neat. So what we're doing here is we are maximizing storage space. So you know sometimes when you're like looking for the measuring cups in the drawer, you're like,
Yes.
where's
Every day of my
everything?
life.
Yes.
Every
It's
day
like
of my
too much
life.
stuff. Let's get it out of the drawer and onto the shelf, into the cabinet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna open the cabinet, have these little hooks here that we can attach to the inside of the cabinet, hang our measuring spoons and cups,
This
and
is
it's easy.
genius.
Isn't that genius?
And then we have more drawer space for junk.
I thought you were going to tell me I'm putting this like on a backsplash or on
You
a
could
wall.
put it on a backsplash.
No, because I don't want to look at this.
Because it's not very, I mean, who really wants to look at that? But you can put it in the inside of your cabinet, and then you have more space for more stuff or less stuff. More space is better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, yeah, isn't that nice?
This is very
Very.
fancy.
Okay.
How about if you are like my boyfriend's family, the House of Condiments is what we call them.
House of Condiments.
The House
Yes.
of Condiments.
I love that.
You love a condiment. What are we doing with all of them? There's too
Okay.
many. They take up all the drawer
All
and
the drawers.
shelf space.
Okay, starts with the egg carton.
Yes.
The humble egg carton. Did you know you can cut it in half and you're left with the base of the egg carton, and by maximizing storage space, you can flip the condiments
like,
over.
shaking it around.
And you know when you have that little last bit of ketchup,
yeah.
although they
Yeah.
make the ketchup bottles like
Squeezed
upside
down.
down now,
Yeah.
but for the other bottles, you just flip them
I
over.
like this.
And they have each little area has a little area for the cap. Bam. Easy. Maximize storage space.
It's a Harvard-
More condiments.
It's a Harvard education right there.
You
Don't
know
forget.
what?
Exactly.
The mind blown emoji is floating above
With the,
my
little,
head.
with the popcorn.
Yes.
Yes.
And you've also upcycled.
Exactly. Exactly.
This is.
That's good.
I know it's a
I
good
like
one.
that. And
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, another look at matches.
Oh, perfect. We're
Matching.
done with the kitchen.
Matching neutrals.
We're going to the
Okay.
bedroom.
I'm getting hit up with every sale about getting sheets.
Yeah.
Yes.
And comforters
Sheets
and the business.
and comforters.
Yeah.
So, first of all, where do you guys store your sheets?
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom?
In the linen cabinet.
Yeah.
I
And
have
how?
a thing. I
You've
have
got a thing?
You have a thing.
I do this. I have a dresser that's no longer a dresser in the bedroom. It's
Yeah.
in my front hall.
Okay.
And I put everything.
Oh, wow.
You've got
in
drawers. Okay.
And I do what you're about to do.
Okay, so do you do a stuff? You do a stuff in?
Oh, no,
sometimes-
no.
No, you do a fold.
It's got to
And
be
then I put it,
folded.
and then I put it in the.
Ooh, okay. Well, that leads me to my next hack. You're buying sheets. The sheets are on sale. We've got so many
Oh, yeah.
sheets. We've got fitted sheets. How do we fold the fitted sheets?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Let's just take all of our sheet sets and put them within the pillowcase. So we've got the pillowcases,
this.
we've got the top sheet, we've got the duvet, all nestled in this cute little packet.
Nestled.
Isn't that fun? Nestled.
Yes.
You can put it on a shelf. You can put it in a drawer. You can do a file fold.
This is making me very happy right now.
Isn't that satisfying and fun to look at?
It's very
Yeah.
satisfying.
Yeah.
And
Is this a linen
PS,
sheet?
It's linen.
I like that.
Linen for summer.
like Yes.
Summer themed.
If you are a home that has multiple beds, if you're a family and you all
Correct.
have white sheets, which my house
Oh,
does.
God, yes, I remember
But not
those days,
everyone
yeah.
has a queen size bed.
I love that.
You
Yeah.
do this business. I do one step further.
What
and
do you do?
I put a little tag that says queen
Liam.
sheets.
Oh.
Not even. because the boys both have queen-size beds. Liam likes
Aren't
a certain
they?
kind of sheet. Gavin likes a different kind of sheet. These are my children. I
Okay.
gotta keep a happy household. I
So you
put a
have it
little-
on the sheet set.
I have it on the sheet set. If I'm being honest,
Your Virgo is showing.
it's on a blue painter's tape.
Okay.
Queen.
We gotta
Okay.
get to the last one.
Okay,
Because
moving
this
on.
is this
Save
is what
the
I
most
do.
beautiful looking
This is what
hack
I do.
for last.
There was a
Okay.
year where I moved. I moved like 3 times in a span of 3 years.
Wow.
This
Did
was
you?
my best friend.
Best friend, the humble garbage bag. So busy moving season. So we've got a lot of clothes. We don't have a lot of time. No one likes to move. We all save it for the last minute. Instead of getting, you know, those big boxes that actually have the hook or the
Yeah,
rod
the
where
rod,
you can
yeah.
hang hang the clothes. Instead, let's just get a garbage bag, take the ties, wrap them around the tops
hook.
of the hangers, and we've got a little packet. You know,
you do-
this
did
is
you
I
do
easy.
this?
Shout out to Philly Rose. She's so proud, probably, of Caroline right now for introducing the world to her idea.
Was it her idea? It might have been.
No, she did no. But this
That
is great.
is
But this is
genius.
great, like moving kids
And
in
then
and
you
out
can
of
lay them
college.
down on top of each
And
other if you
ki-
got it
yeah.
in the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
I love it.
humble
The
garbage
humble
bag.
garbage bag.
This is fantastic.
humble
You can
egg
reuse
carton.
them.
The humble
The
sheet.
humble hook. the humble
Reduce,
sheet.
reuse, recycle. As I say,
Reuse, recycle,
Caroline,
upcycle.
Upcycle. Thank you so much for once again joining us.